The Valley of Elah was a jagged wound in the earth, carved deep between limestone ridges. High above, the sun beat down, turning the dust into a fine, choking haze that hung over the Israelite camp. Frayed tents clung to the steep, rocky slopes, their canvas snapping violently in the relentless wind. Every rope was pulled taut, vibrating with the tension of a force that had long since run out of options. Below the camp, the valley floor was a stretch of barren, sun-baked gravel, silent and waiting. There was no movement among the rows of tents, only the sound of shifting stones and the distant, rhythmic grinding of the earth. The air tasted of dry earth and stagnant heat. It was a place where hope had been worn thin. The valley had become a cage, and the walls were closing in. Inside the command tent, the air was thick with the smell of stale oil and dry parchment. King Saul sat hunched over a low wooden table, his back arched like a bowstring pulled to its limit. Before him lay a map, its edges curled and stained from weeks of desperate study. He traced the lines of the valley with a trembling finger, but the ink blurred into meaningless streaks. He blinked, trying to force the geography into focus, yet the terrain remained a chaotic tangle of ink. His hand hovered over the parchment, then slowly dropped to his side, the fingers curling into a tight, white-knuckled fist. He did not look up when the tent flap fluttered. He stared at the table, his breath shallow and uneven, as if the weight of the entire camp rested directly on his shoulders. The map shifted under his palm, sliding an inch toward the edge. A low tremor began in the soles of the soldiers' feet. It started as a faint, rhythmic pulse, barely perceptible against the hard-packed earth. Then, it deepened. Thud. The sound was not heard so much as felt, a heavy, concussive impact that traveled through the bedrock of the valley.